Hi everybody, welcome to this week's episode. This is episode 31 on STW, and we have a few matches in store for you tonight. We're going to start out the match with a one-on-one match between Rob Van Dam and the self-proclaimed best TV champion ever. And these guys have really proven themselves over the past month or so. Rob Van Dam did lose this past Sunday night in a chance to win the Rising Star Championship. He plans to get back on the winning streak tonight. Daniel Hunter made it into the finals of the tournament. And if he would have beat Kaheem Watson, he could have been wrestling Tony Williams last Sunday for the world champion. And we're about to go over pay-per-view results right now. Kaheem Watson defended his television title against Sub-Zero in a 2 out of 3 falls Fright Night Rules match. And in that 2 out of 3 falls match, Kaheem Watson hit his reverse power bomb and got the first pin. And after the first pin, he picked Sub-Zero back up and hit another reverse power bomb and got the second pin. Sub-Zero did not get a chance on him. Not one pinfall. So that put him going to the main event. And then we had the 5-way elimination tables match. And it was down to 3 people. Rob Van Dam and Scarecrow got eliminated. Then El Tamacion, Royo, and Dolph Ziggler were the final 3, where El Tamacion got eliminated. That left Royo and Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler eliminated Royo to walk out as the Rising Star champion. And Ziggler is the first superstar to have held 2 titles in the company. Daniel Hunter looks to be going for a spear here. And he hit it. Will he pin Rob Van Dam? 1, 2, and a 2 count. So then we went into the main event, and Tony Lee Williams defended his title against Kaheem Watson. He knocked him out. Oh, big submission coming from Daniel Hunter here. Daniel Hunter's won a lot of matches with this. Will Van Dam tap out? He's fighting for his life. Van Dam is struggling. This might be enough. No, he lets it go. Yeah, Kaheem Watson got knocked out by Tony in the main event. Tony hit the sit-out spine buster, and Kaheem Watson landed right on the back of his head and was TKO'd. Tony said, I don't care how many superstars you beat in a tournament. When it comes to me, you cannot knock me out. You cannot submit me in the scrap trap match. And he proved himself Sunday night, and he got the win. Rob Van Dam's looking for a little bit of Rolling Thunder here. Frog splash. Will Rob Van Dam be finishing this right here? Go for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out by Daniel Hunter. What a start to the show. Rob Van Dam is a legend. Daniel Hunter is the longest reigning he was a former television champion, but he was the longest reigning champion. Alright, so our next match will be featuring Dallas Cole, El Tamacion, and Jackson Danger in a triple threat. Oh, Daniel Hunter's going for the pin and a 2. So El Tamacion just lost his Rising Star Championship to Dolph Ziggler at the pay-per-view. So he's looking for a win tonight in this triple threat match. We got 8 weeks till the next pay-per-view. And superstars will be battling each week to kind of prove their ranking to see who will be put in the #1 contender picture. Van Dam looks to be going up top for maybe another frog splash. And he hits it. A second 5-star frog splash. I thought that was going to be it. Daniel Hunter is fighting for his life here. A Taylor DDT by Daniel Hunter. Taking a second to get, taking a breather here and taking a second to catch his breath. Rob Van Dam's crawling back to his feet. Oh, Van Dam's got him. Drops him flat on his face. Daniel Hunter's got a reversal. Van Dam's crawling back up. Oh, Daniel Hunter knocks him right back out of the ring. Everybody is trying to get to the #1 contender spot for the world title and or a #1 contender for the television title. Not television title, I apologize. Rising Star Championship. If they can get a shot at Rising Star title or the world title at the pay-per-view, the next pay-per-view, is a chance to change their career. Oh, Daniel Hunter catches him and plants him. Rob Van Dam just hit rock bottom because that's got to be all. 1, 2, 3. Daniel Hunter with a win tonight. To ensure fairness for #1 contender matches, we are keeping track of all wins for these next 2 months. Just to determine #1 contenders. Each #1 contender will be decided. It is November, and each #1 contender will be decided the second week of December. Daniel Hunter picks up a big victory against Van Dam. Way to start the show. And we are on to our next matchup. It is a triple threat matchup. So yeah, we are back on our 8-week stretch before the next pay-per-view. These 8-week stretches seem like a long time to get to pay-per-views, but I feel like it gives everybody a chance, the guys that are on the bottom or the guys that are on top, a chance to further prove themselves. If you are on the bottom of the rankings, if you're not in the main matches, if you're not on the show every week, you have a chance to prove yourself over 8 weeks to possibly build yourself up into getting a title match at the pay-per-view. Our next pay-per-view will be Battle Fest at the end of December, and Battle Fest is hosted in Japan. We have some special matches for it. So, the world title will be defended in the main event in a last man standing match. And then, for that, the Rising Star Championship will be defended in a first blood match. And Battle Fest will feature a match like none other, and it is a shot. It is a big shot for a new superstar to join STW, as there will be an 8-man free-for-all television title match. And the current television champion will defend his title against 8 superstars or 7 superstars, I apologize, that are not currently in STW. And it is free for all, no disqualification, falls count anywhere match. So 8 men, that means 7 superstars have a chance to not only join STW, but join STW and win the television title their first night. Battle Fest will be one of the pay-per-views that give us an opportunity to get a new superstar joined into STW. And if, Jackson Danger just hit a crossroads on Dallas Colt. He's going for the pin. 1, 2, and Tomasian he breaks it up. Tomasian going for his suplex trifecta. One, 2. So yeah, Battle Fest will be a big way to end the year. Between the last man standing, the first blood. Oh, Dallas Colt's getting pinned. That's it. Tomasian finished it. Now Tomasian lost his title in the big 5-way tables match of the previous pay-per-view. Picks up a win here on STW tonight. Still proving that he's a worthy competitor.
Winner, Tomasian.
All right, so we've been doing a lot about talking about the Battle Fest pay-per-view in December and the opportunities we have for new superstars to join STW. A last man standing match and a first blood match. What an amazing night that will be. But that's still 8 weeks away, and we are here tonight on STW. And for the second time ever in STW history, the television title is being defended against the world champion, because that's who falls on this day. That's who falls on this day. So Kaheem Watson, who lost in his challenge for the television title this past Sunday against Tony Lee Williams, or his shot for the world title against Tony Lee Williams, will now have to defend against Tony Lee Williams just 4 nights later. Tony has the opportunity to hold 2 titles at the same time for the first time ever in STW. Kaheem Watson got an opportunity to get revenge on Tony and retain his television title. I am pumped for this. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The world champion just defending against the #1 contender at the pay-per-view, and then challenging the #1 contender for his own respective title, and it's unheard of. Will Rage defended his television title against, not Will Rage. Daniel Hunter defended his television title against Dolph Ziggler one night and managed to beat the world champion. But this world champion is no slouch, and he looks to keep up the momentum, walk away with 2 titles here tonight. But the world champion, if he wins this, he'll be defending a television title every week. Also having the big target on his back of being the world champion. Kaheem Watson, he has a chance to show that he's still strong. He's still strong enough to compete. You can't say it was a fluke this past Sunday because he did get knocked out. But he was also wore out from a match earlier in the night defending his television title against Sub-Zero. So Tony did have that advantage. But now these guys are 4 days past that scrap trap match, and they gotta still be sore, but they are about equal on the stamina level, the recovery rate, and they're going at it. And Kaheem Watson has a big chance to prove himself here tonight. Remember, television title matches on the normal weekly basis will be defended against the next person that falls in line under alphabetical order. Tony Lee Williams is the world champion. And he won the world championship from Dolph Ziggler. Oh, 360 cutter by Kaheem Watson. And he is looking to finish it here. Reverse powerbomb. Reverse powerbomb. That's how he won the title. That's how he retained the title. Can he retain it with this tonight against the world champion? 1, 2, 3. Kaheem Watson gets his revenge and defends against world champion Tony Lee Williams. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe that he just defeated Tony Lee Williams in the main event. I for sure thought Tony was going to pick up another win over Kaheem Watson and walk out as a double champion. That reverse powerbomb, I'm wondering if he would have hit that like he did tonight, Sunday night, if he would have knocked out the world champion, if he would have been the world champion. He picked that big man up, grabbed him and slammed him right on the back of his neck. 1, 2, 3. All right, guys. I was stoked for that matchup.
Here is your winner.
And that's going to be all here tonight. This was STW episode 31. Kaheem Watson retains his television champion against Tony Lee Williams.